My Tobii eye tracker 5 has just arrived, so first things first, I wanted to see what it would look like when I do eye training in blink cam. We're just doing the default at the moment and my tracking appears quite good, although I am seeing that I'm having some trouble with the corners. The horizontal portion is fine, but when it transitions vertically, I start to get these little kinks and shakiness in my tracking. Let's try cranking it really fast this time and see what happens. Despite how fast it is, I feel that I'm following the speed well, but the accuracy appears to be way off. I'm not exactly sure if that's a limitation of my eyes, the tracker, or both, but you can see that I'm drawing a tighter circle than the actual path. With the DVD routine, at this speed my tracking is on point, at least for the bulk of the movements. I'm noticing something interesting happens when it bounces, and in particular if it's in a corner. Right before it bounces, it appears that I simply give up tracking, and instead I move my eyes to where I predict it will be. When the ball catches up, I resume the easy straight tracking. Following those quick changes in direction is tough, so I guess my natural workaround for that difficulty is to predict rather than react. I'll give the left right left routine a go. This seems spot on, the speed is right, the accuracy is right. You can see that when I'm following to the left, it hugs the target nicely, and to the right it lags behind a little. But I believe that's just a slight desync with how the eye tracker was calibrated at the time. If we really crank it up, it is so fast, and while the tracking speed seems good, it looks like I'm cutting it short again, like I was in the DVD routine. Perhaps when it gets near the edge and I know it's about to change direction, I instead predict the new path rather than trying to react to it, letting me get in these nice, longer tracks without getting thrown off by the change in direction. This routine is very interesting. You can see the speed is constantly changing. It decelerates as it approaches a corner and accelerates back up afterwards. You can see how closely the tracker follows these corners, so smooth and satisfying to watch. It's quite remarkable how well our eyes can adjust to these changes in speed. The peekaboo routine is rather unique. Instead of tracking, I have to constantly find the new target, which at this speed I seem to be doing fairly well. You can see my reaction time playing out in real time. With every new target, there's that slight delay when I'm catching up. I cranked the speed up very high here and something fascinating happened. You can see that I'm not looking at anything. Even though I had every intention of tracking these targets, they were simply too fast. Instead, I naturally opted to fixate on one spot and follow them with my peripheral vision, which you obviously can't see in the eye tracker. I gave following each one a quick attempt, but it was impossible for me. I don't have much in-game footage just yet, but this clip showed off a couple of cool tricks you can do with your eyes. When I aim at the right side of this truck, my eyes are around the crosshair as that's the area I considered an enemy would most likely appear and wanted to be ready. After seeing no one there, my eyes shift to the left side without moving the crosshair. This keeps the screen nice and still so I can better see movement. With no one around, I flick behind me to find new targets, and you can see that I quickly glance down to my health and shields. I do this during the big flick because honestly, there's nothing else useful I can do with that time. I can't see anything during that flick, but my HUD is static, so it's a good opportunity to check. If I were to check now and an enemy appears, they'd get the jump on me while my attention is elsewhere. Huge thanks to Tobii for sending me out this eye tracker, and if you wanted to pick one up for yourself, you can use my link below with the code STRUTH for 5% off. This is only scratching the surface of the eye tracking content I want to cover, so stay tuned for more videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching, be sure to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.